man with long hair, with long blonde hair, blue eyes, and pale skin, right? And telling you worship that. Right? That's why the scripture say when the wicked rule, the people mourn it. Right? And who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, because he ruled the earth. Who control the monetary system?
Esau, Edom, the so-called white man.
Who control the World Food Organization?
Esau, Edom, the so-called white man.
Who control the World Health Organization?
Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Who control Kit Rowley? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Because
it's undeniable. It's undeniable. Nobody can come here and tell me that the so-called white man not ruling the world. Nobody can come and tell me that the so-called white man have nothing to do with the wickedness in this world. Right? Who have all the military bases throughout the four corners of the earth oppressing the people, putting sanctions on the nations if they ain't do as what them say to do. Who doing it? Over 240 military bases throughout the four corners of the earth that belongs to the United Snakes of America.
That's right.
They compass the whole earth. Who going into all these countries and taking the natural resources, and if the people stand up to kick these so-called white men out, they end up being demonized and called dictators and what have you. Where you feel Trump and them wanna go into Venezuela for? To destroy your own brothers and sisters in Venezuela.
Northern Kingdom.
Which is the Northern Kingdom of Israel. Wow. It's for the resources. It's for the oil, it's for the gold. And because Maduro not playing ball with them, what they want to do, they want to invade. So what they do, they propagandize the whole scene and paint Maduro in this bad light and what have you. When it's them of Venezuela in the position that they're in. Because as far as I see, a nation doesn't put sanctions upon their own self. Unless you could prove to me and show me that a nation sanctioning their own self, putting sanctions upon their own self, where they cannot do trade with other nations, well then boy, it's better I pack up my bag, take off my sackcloth and go home. Who does it? The so-called white man. You ought to wake up.
Please have a precept for you now.
Where up?
There's a Psalms 104, starting from verse 1.
What?
Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man.
Deliver me, O Yahweh, from who?
From the evil man.
From the evil man. The so-called white man is an evil man. When they go to Malachi 1.
Somebody get Malachi 1.
When they go to Malachi 1, the Most High showing you directly who is the evil man. You go to Habakkuk 2 and I think 5. The Most High showing you who is the evil man, boy. Who is the most wicked upon the face of the earth.
Yeah.
When they're going to the Apocrypha, and you read when Alexander, the gay, Alexander the freak, came into power, right? And he died, and the generals ended up taking over. Wickedness exceeded upon the face of the earth. So who it is? The so-called white man. Go ahead.
Yeah. He said, deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man.
Deliver me, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahashai, from the evil man.
God.
The so-called white man. Who you feel pain? Who you feel bringing all these diseases upon the face of the earth? Who control the CDC? What they call the Center for Disease Control, when in truth and in fact, it is the Center for Disease Creation. Who created all these disease? Who has all these mutated strains, Ebola and all these things? Who making all these oh gosh, I forget the name of these gases, boy. These for chemical warfare. Who doing it? It's a so-called white man.
I'm finish it off.
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, preserve me from the violent man.
From the who?
From the violent man.
From the who?
From the violent man.
Preserve me from the violent man.
Okay.
The violent man. That man, yeah, it is. That man spread through the whole. Which nation? I ain't see the Chinese.
Love all the time, man.
I ain't see the Chinese. The Chinese don't. I ain't see the Chinese take over the whole world, and everywhere they go is mass killing. Yeah, it is. Christopher Columbus sailed from quite over in Portugal, right? Come across here looking for the Northern Kingdom. When he come across here, is millions, countless, over 100 million so-called natives. He wipe out. What was the last words on the dying bed? The last words was what? Not for one day. I want to always be remembered as a man that not for one day have I ever put down my sword. That is the portrait, that is the traits of the so-called white man.
I'm going to finish on this scripture here.
Well,
he said verse 2, which imagine mischief in their heart.
Which imagine what?
Mischief in their heart.
Somebody give me Micah.
Continually.
Micah 2. Micah 2.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Well,
woe to them that devise iniquity.
Woe to them that devise iniquity. The so-called white man devising serious iniquity upon all of us. All of you this new world order is a joke. What they want to bring upon all ya? What they literally want to wipe out the whole nation of Israel. Right? And microchip, get the mark of the business, the RFID microchip. By the devices, what read about that?
Micah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Well,
woe to them that devise iniquity.
Woe to them that devise iniquity, go ahead.
And work evil upon their beds.
And work evil upon their beds. That bed will literally mean they're lying down on the bed and they're studying something. I wonder how to kill these niggas, boy. I don't know. They wonder wrong table. The G8 summit, the EU summit, the G20 summit, the UN summit. What they got wrong? Hey, this is what we have to do for these niggas and Hispanics and whatnot. This is how we're going to kill them out. This is how we're going to get them diseases. This is what we're going to do. Continue up.
When the morning is light,
when the time is right,
they practice it.
They put it into fruition. They put it into action. They do it. Where?
Because it is in the power of their hands.
Because it is in the power of their hands. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. It's simple. Precept upon precept, line upon line. Here a little, there a little. That is how you're going to get the understanding of the Bible. The Bible is not to read like a storybook, like if you're reading Hansel and Gretel. The Bible is to read precept upon precept, line upon line. You will get the understanding. So continue.
And verse 2, which imagine mischief in their heart.
Continue. Lincoln. They imagine mischief. The New World Order. And that New World Order was from since back in the Christian Empire. When you go back and you read in the Apocrypha, when Antiochus came, well, after the death of Alexander, and Antiochus came into power, right? He had his sect, because it was Seleucus, Antiochus, Dimitri, Ptolemy, he had Egypt, right? But Antiochus, he had Syria, which is bordering our homeland Israel, right? When he came into power, what he wanted all people to be as one, right? That New World Order was from since way back then. And where did Antiochus get it from? When you go back to Genesis, you go back to the Tower of Babel. It's from since so way back then the so-called white man wanted to have the whole world in his hands and rule over everybody with a rod of iron and have them as slaves, especially you Israelites. Continue up.
Verse 3, they have sharpened their tongues.
They have what?
They have sharpened their tongue like serpents.
Yeah, these niggas. If I hate these niggas, we're gonna kill these niggas. Just make sure these niggas and these Native Americans and all of them, we're gonna get these wetbacks and these pigs and these niggas, every last one of them, we're gonna kill off the face of the earth and rule the earth and enslave all the rest of them. What you feel I wanna do all about it? Just now, all is going to see martial law troops, which is UN troops, and private military contractors coming down here for martial law when they crash the economy.
That's right.
All I feel is coronavirus was just so. They just stepping stones for the new world order, boy.
That's right.
Because they go there, they try to run by. They make Sean Pauli under condition. Wear mask. Yes, that social distancing. Yes, that social distancing was for when they give you the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, they pay it in your hand because with the 5G towers and all these things culminated into one. So if anybody bunch up and everybody who bunch up had the chip in their hand, they wouldn't be able to count how many people within that group. But as long as they stay 6 feet apart, however, they can be able, alright, it has 6 people stand up there. It has 12 people stand up there. What not so far, because the RFID microchip, right, is like a GPS, it is a GPS system. It is a GPS system alongside with your money, because you can't buy it. When they bring that mark of the beast, you can't buy it yourself.
You know the scripture?
Once you get that chip, they cannot buy nor sell. There's going to force a lot in you all to take the RFID microchip. They can't buy or sell. So that whole the RFID microchip holding your money, your medical records, your passport, your driver's permit, your BIR, your NIS, all these things. And who's the first people that want to start the chip? The blasted police, soldiers, coast guard. There's going to make sure that the whole governmental structure go in with the accord, and then they're coming for all the lower level people. Continue up.
He said they sharpen their tongues like serpents and poison, under their lips. That is why, as the brother is saying here, that is why when you listen to your news, you have you have parliament, you have the opposition, and then you have the ruling party. But they both sharpen their tongues with poison. They to fool the masses. Taking that Trinidad going to be good. No, it's not going to be good. It's going down. This whole thing is going down. And it's all written right in your Bible. I am pleading to all you people tonight, start to read your Bible. Start to read God's word.
Yeah, somebody revelation. Because you talk about parliament, right? Let me see if we're lying or if we're trying to fool all you. Revelation 13 and 11.
Bring it out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 11.
Word.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
Another beast, which is the beast represents the system, right? A beast system, right? A system. The system it contains within 3 parts, right? You have the systems. You have the monetary part. Right, because every system it must have a monetary part to uphold it to make sure that it runs. Then you have the military part, right, which is to protect the system, which is to protect the ideologies of the system. And then you have what, the third part, which is the religious part of the system, right, to indoctrinate you, right. So go ahead, read it over again.
And I beheld.
Somebody get from Maccabees, first Maccabees, Salakia, hold, Salakia. First Maccabees 8 and start from verse 12. Go ahead, Salakia, go ahead.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
Go ahead.
And he had 2 horns like a lamb.
And he had 2 horns like a lamb, go ahead.
And he spake as a dragon.
No, that 2 horns like a lamb is not a literal lamb. That 2 horns, it represents the governmental system where the parliament is concerned, where back in those times, it had within the Grecian and the Roman Empire, they had some called the plebeians and the patricians. Now, with this new and revised Roman Empire, that's all. Let the siren pass. Alright? Now, with the new and revised Roman Empire, what we live in is where you have some called what? The Republicans and the Democrats, which is right in the Bible. Right? Read it over again, Salakia.
And he had 2 horns like a lamb. And he spake as a dragon.
Right? So that 2 horns like a lamb is where they fool you, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native American, right? That they fool you. Where the so-called white man fool you and give you an illusion right? That they're for you, that they have plans for you, that they have plans to make you, to make you somebody else.
Docile.
Yeah, well, docile, yes, but keep your docile, yes, in a sense of we are for you, and to also give you an illusion within politics, with a two-party system, make you feel that you have a choice, that you have power, that you're making a change, whether you vote for UNC or for PNM, or the Republicans or the politicians over in Jamaica, the GLP and the PNP, right? So, who are the and they say what they speak like who wants like a lamb and speak like a dragon. That speak like a dragon is what? Bringing forth their draconian laws, right? Because if you check it out, there is a documentary that I would like you brothers and sisters to listening to take in. The name of the doctrine is called the 13th, right? The 13th consists of the 13th Amendment in American law. When they made that amendment after the days of slavery, right? So-called slavery, where that 13th Amendment was where a person is no longer a slave unless he has been convicted for a crime. What they did that they put a draconian law in order to trap us, because after we came out from slavery, we didn't have no land. Because they didn't take me from the west coast of Africa and bring we across here, right? A strange land, as the scripture says, but we don't know. When neither thou nor thy fathers have known, right? So they bring us here, they take off the shackles off your foot and what have you, and implement this law. And part of the laws within that amendment is like loitering and so forth, vagrancy and so forth. But the thing is, we have no place to go, right? So when they let we go, and we on the streets and we on the wayside and whatnot, what they used to do, they had the thing called, that's how the police force start up. Some call the paddy wagons. So they will rally the paddy wagons to go and collect us from off the streets and put us and imprison us for petty crimes such as loitering and stuff like that, and enslave us again.
So that is when you see Alexander and Griffith moving, that is the paddy wagons all over again. You see, the Bible says there is nothing new under the sun. It's history repeating itself all over. And you, my brothers and sisters, are the blessed children of Israel going back to the struggle all over again.
Right?
Continue.
Can. So, that is why this coon nigger, this sellout nigger, Kanye West, when Donald Trump was running for election, he played running with Donald Trump and telling Donald Trump, I'll vote for you, least under one condition, that you break down the 13th Amendment. But the stupid nigger that he is, believing in the massage, the scripture said never trust thine enemy. Trump come in power that they abolish the 13th Amendment. No. How you feel America get all them railroads and whatnot built? It's through slavery, through prison slavery. Where they imprison the slaves who was newly freed, take them and enslave them in the prisons, right? And have them building all these railroads and all this stuff, right? That it evolved now, because all your name brands that you're wearing, who you feel making them is prisoners. Prisoners of what nation? Your people, the so-called Hispanics and the so-called Negroes, because it's we that make up the majority of the population, the prison population. Right? And who bring out that? Who the same parliamentarians? Who are the Maccabees? Yeah, first Maccabees 8 and 12. Bring it out.
This is
yeah, 8 and 12. Bring it out.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 8 and verse 12.
Where?
But with their friends and such as relied upon them, they kept amity. And that they had conquered kingdoms.
Amity means friendship. Well,
and that they had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh.
Now this is the Romans they're talking about here. Well, because when the Grecian Empire had already established, but there was always in turbulence and fighting amongst each other. The Romans, they were taking over, they were starting to gain foothold within Europe. Right? Go ahead.
In so much as all that heard of their name were afraid of them.
Go ahead.
Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, and whom again they would, they displaced. Finally, that they were greatly exalted.
Go ahead.
Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown.
Not that for all this, none of them what?
Wore a crown.
Yeah. Right, go ahead.
Or was clothed in purple. To be magnified thereby.
Which means they're showing you that these so-called white men, these Romans, these Christians, what have you, although there was of nobility, they never show up their nobility. There is nothing new under the sun. It comes just like today, the so-called white man in power, but he does not show off his power in the sense of he wearing on the best of clothes and the biggest gold chain and diamond and whatnot so forth. A so-called white man will pass here normal with a rubber ding-ding on his foot. A simple 3/4 pants, a simple normal jersey. But hey, millions of dollars in his bank account. Read it over again, huh? Yeah, from verse 12.
But with their friends and such as relied upon them, they kept amity, and that they had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh.
Going all over the place, the so-called white man, go ahead, conquering everywhere, go ahead.
Insomuch as all that heard of their name were afraid of them.
Right, all these nations started to be afraid of them. Right? Because why? The so-called white man is blessing, which is his son, their blessing is his son. Go ahead.
Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, and whom again they would.
Right? So they themselves started to put people in position. Go ahead.
They displaced finally that they were. Yet for all those, none of them wore a crown.
Right? For all that power that they have, they still never wear a crown on the head to show off and exalt their power. Go ahead.
All was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby.
Right? So that's why you would see this so-called white man always in a suit and tie. They never show off their power. They will look simple, a simple suit with a tie. Right? And a little flat shoes and millions of dollars in their bank account, billion. Watch out Bill Gates. Watch out the man who owned Amazon. Watch out all the Rothschilds on them. You never see them all decked out. They're always in suit and tie. You would never know who is these people. Go ahead. Yeah, continue.
However, how they have made for themselves a senate house.
A what house?
A senate house.
A what house?
A senate house.
They made for themselves a senate house. The opposition and the so-called opposition, because they give you the illusion that they have opposition, but in truth and in fact there is no opposition. Right? A senate house. Right? Go ahead. And we have it in Port of Spain there. Next to the Woodford Square. We have it right there. Go ahead.
Wherein 320 men sat in council daily.
320 men sat in council daily. Go ahead.
Consulting always for the people.
Right? So what they are the ones making the decisions. 300 men, which is what? Those 300 men represents the elites. It's the same thing as today. With the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the JP Morgans, these so-called banking families. These are the ones that rule the world and make all the decisions. And give you an illusion that you have a choice to exercise your franchise, but who you're going and voting to govern your so-called nation. When in truth and in fact, Rowley and Kamle ain't opposing each other. They work together for the Sabgas and them. They are the one, they have to take orders from the Sabgas and them, and the Sabgas and the Abuts and all of them, they take orders from the higher ones up there, which is the Rothschilds and them.
Why they keep it so long?
Go ahead.
To the end, they might be well ordered.
To the end that they might be well ordered. Go ahead.
And that they committed their government to one man every year.
Right? So say, see, they're showing it, them choosing a man every year. It's the same thing. All they feel, all they choose Rowley going the other day, 5 years ago? No! It's the elites. They choose Rowley. All they feel with this election here, all they're going to choose Kamla or Rowley? No! That is just the illusion that they give you. They make you feel that you exercising your franchise when in truth and in fact, you is the laughing stock. Because they already know who they're going to put in power. And this is the things that you so-called Negro and Hispanics and whatnot have to wake up and realize. Because in truth and in fact, these people has no good intentions for you. The only intentions they have for you is to wipe you off the face of the map. You feel after all them years of slavery, right? All them years of slavery, taking the little babies, feeding them to alligator, hanging on a tree like if there's a blasted piñata, right? Castrating you. All these things, you really feel after all these things that these people will come. Oh gosh, you are my brother, I love you, let's be one.
They're showing you now, King Henry.
No, these people have an agenda to kill you.
All these people of
right?
ability, which is
They're coming with the martial law,
good cool.
the new world order,
And it was a little to remember.
to have you all on their feet.
Only now,
And unless you so-called Negroes repent and come back to your heritage and know that there's an Israelite and not no blasted African,
and now
then something might be within all the path.
what happened to the
But unless all they repent, the Messiah is going to kill 2/3 in all you. It's as simple as that. It ain't no mathematics in that. It ain't no rocket science. It's either you choose the Messiah and your nationality, your heritage, that he is an Israelite, and that the God of the Bible is your God and not the God of the whole world as it was made to believe. It's either you choose that, or you choose to continue being in the world and just perish when everything started, when all hell started break loose. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. You know, rocket science. Only how much scriptures say? What scriptures say?
What you know? It's changed
That's
here.
Surah 12 and 10. Start with yeah, go ahead and bring it up. Bring it up.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1.
Go ahead.
The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi.
Go ahead.
I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Hold it. The Messiah is saying, I have loved you, said the Lord, yet still we saying, how you love me, but how you love me, Lord? After all the slavery we went through, all this thing we going through, continue. They were the Lord saying, go ahead, continue.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
So the Messiah is saying, but wasn't Esau Jacob's brother? Go ahead.
Said the Lord,
Go ahead.
yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
The Messiah is saying, I love all the Negroes, but I hate the so-called white man. Mean saying it or not, that was the Messiah said. Can, go ahead.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste of the and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Yeah, his mountains and his heritage. With his mountains go back to his governmental structure. His heritage go back to wicked homosexuality, bestiality, idol worship, right? mass murdering. Going all over the place and murdering and conquering this nation, conquering that nation and thieving. That is the so-called white man heritage. Well,
Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished.
whereas so-called white man say we are impoverished because this was back in what? This prophecy goes back to the Dark Ages when there was in the Caucasus Mountains dragging on the blasted knuckles. Well,
But we will return and build the desolate places.
right? And they did return. They did return and rebuild. That's why you have cities like Paris. You have cities like Madrid, right? You have over 50 cities in the United States of America. They did return and build, but how they return and build? By the blood, sweat and tears of you people on this time, right? By having us as slaves, right? Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord,
Thus say the Most High, go ahead.
they shall build,
And they already did build,
but I will throw it down,
but he's going to throw down, and how the Most High is going to throw down, especially America.
and they
That's
shall
not what it is. The Most High is going to throw down America by over 200 million. That's right. I said it as the scripture said. Over 200 million thermal nuclear missiles. When the Most High done it to America, it is going to be uninhabited for forever. Right? Can't just as Sodom and Gomorrah. The Most High is going to destroy America. Who don't want to believe it? Well, that is your business. But best believe, best know that America is going to be destroyed. Thus says the Lord. Well,
they shall build, but I will throw it down,
well,
and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
shall call what?
The border of
They
wickedness.
shall call them the border of wickedness. The so-called white man is the border of wickedness. A border represents what? The start and a finish. That's what a border represents. Right? Go ahead.
And the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
And the people, the Most High hates these stinking Caucasians. These cave dwellers, because that would have come out from the blasted caves. But that would have come back out from. Right? The Caucasus Mountains. Well, that's it. Somebody has something there? What 9 and 4?
Chapter